When I started writing stories in little notebook as a child, I was doing what I loved. I was escaping into an imaginative world, and I could not have possibly imagined that I will one day be standing here before you. Not long after I published my first novel, storybook, I received a message from my mother congratulating me for my big success in my long-lasting dream wish. This, of course, it was wonderful news. I was flattered and pleased. I wanted to go back to school because when I woke up every morning thinking of how little I knew and how much was yet to know, I still feel that way. I think of myself as a perpetual student because knowledge is never complete. Please don't think of today as your day you stop being a student. Be a student for the rest of your life. And the best way to do this is to read, preferably books. But others, anything continuous and relatively long, which means Twitter doesn't count. And I want you to read, and what you read should have proper spellings and punctuation. That only to mean text message doesn't count. I know, I know, it's a little, and for me to be standing here telling you about reading, and yet you have been immersed in reading here for the last 4 years. But studies show that many educated people stop reading when they have no longer have to read. And so I make the case for reading, not because I need to make a living as a writer, but it is not the only reason, but because reading is still the best way to understand our world. Reading makes empathy possible. When we read, we become alive in bodies that are not our own. And if there is anything that we need solely and greatly today, it is empathy. We can never know exactly what it is like being another person, but we can approximate it by inhabiting the stories of other peoples. So here is another story about another friend. This friend moved to United States of America from Kenya and got a job of teaching at a college there. When he was attended his first faculty orientation at a college meeting, he expected to be taught about academic curricula and exam policy and that sort of thing. But the emphasis of the meeting was to tell new instructors to make sure that the students were never made to feel uncomfortable in class. My friend found this strange, and so if being comfortable expecting always to be comfortable has been a central part of your university life and experience here at Kibapi, it is time to let that go. Because God can make a nobody to somebody in front of everybody without consulting anybody. Work hard until you no longer need to introduce yourself. Thank you very much and God bless you. Thank you.